This thing is a fat lardo sitting in the cornfield. His butt is so big, he needed size XXL underwear. I mean, it was unbelievable. He's such a fat slob.
If you want to grow a deer that wears XXL size underwear, you follow this video here and you can see how we did it. You guys want to have a reaction like this to your deer? Grow a food plot. You can follow me along here with this episode. I'm going to show you how I grew my food plot this year. Just simple seeds, not paying for buck on a bag, going to the co-op buying cheap seed and using cheap old fertilizer and being able to finally till the soil with a real tractor made this reaction happen. So if you haven't seen that video, you need to go watch my brother go crazy getting a deer. And if you haven't seen food plots, or you're interested in getting food plots going now that you've turned past Christmas, deer season's over and you're working on your next season's plans, follow the video and you'll see what we got going here. Food plots, either whether they're micro plots or large plots, can help. Larger plots can help you hold animals, and my favorite #1 food in the food plot, I know some people say soybeans, some people love corn. My #1 is chicory. I think chicory attracts and holds deer, at least where I live here in Northwest Pennsylvania, better than any other food product. So I use chicory as my go-to. Some things I used new this year in 2018 that you'll see in the video is I used some annual clover. I've never done that. I've always done perennial. So anyway, that's something you'll see there. And then throughout, I'll show some pictures of some deer that actually use the food plot. And so hopefully you enjoy this video. It's kind of a little bit a longer video, but it'll kind of walk you through what I did and checking up on it pretty regularly and seeing the successes and negatives about what I had in 2018.
Tractor is here. This is the new 2018 John Deere 5065E. This thing is beautiful. Beautiful. Storm in the middle of my planting the food plots. Some wind. Monday, June 18th. It's been 6 days since I planted the food plot. I have just early germination. We just had a rainstorm as I was trying to plant my corn. I see a little bit of clover coming up, a little bit of chicory. Mostly just dirt. You can tell we got a good kill when we put the Roundup down. July 2nd, 2018. This is Japanese millet to the left, where you see the green different line. Right here, kind of divided. To the left is millet and to the right is oats. Oats is got some sunflowers mixed in, along with clover. You see a fair amount of clover. And some black oil sunflowers. Jack down there in the corner, fertilizing the food plot. Planted it about 2.5 weeks ago, July 7th. The light green is millet. The darker green back here is oats, covering a nurse crop of clover and some sunflowers thrown in there, and then chicory down close there. Then up here is oats, sunflower, followed by soybeans up higher. And this is our old chicory plot.
And you only have to do about 30.
August 2nd, 2018. Millet is the light green. Oats and clover, a few sunflowers, is the blue green. And the light green down there is chicory. You got a good stand of clover coming up. .77 degrees, beautiful day. August 15th, food plots. Got our Japanese millet here. Got last year's chicory field mixed with some clover that I just mowed. It's kind of full of weeds. And we got some millet, oats with some clover growing up in it. On beyond it, we got soybeans and buckwheat. A spotty crop of millet, but it's going to come in nice. It's heading out nicely. Food plots, August 23rd, 2018. The oats and clover mix of the crimson clover and the ladino white. Looks like that experiment is going well. You can see the oats are starting to turn brown, and down there is a nice bed of clover. August 30th, 2018. In the forefront we have soybeans and buckwheat. We've got a few pods on our soybeans, you can see right here, but they've been definitely closely grazed. You can see just the tops chewed off. And then intermixed here we have buckwheat, which is just starting to bloom. You can see the blossom here. And the deer are keeping that browse really well. Up there we have some scraggly field corn. It's starting to tassel, but it's only about 4 foot tall when it's tasseling, 3.5 foot. So I don't think that's going to be a very good crop. This is our ongoing 4-year-old clover plot. I've never put any particular spray on this, no clethodim or anything like that. But still pretty good stand of clover. mixed in with the orchard grass. This is a mix of medium red and Ladino white. Then on down below, we'll just walk to it. Have our chestnuts. No chestnuts on these. We did have them bloom. These are the Dunstans bought from Chestnut Ridge, or rather Chestnut Hill. Got some millet, some chicory, and we got our persimmon trees. More millet. You can see that each one of these makes thousands of seeds. And then next we're going to our oats mixed with crimson red and Ladino white clover. You can see the crimson red heads blooming. It's an annual clover. A lot of clover down in there. Then we got some scraggly sunflower seeds that I just planted from some bird seed. I don't think they're going to produce much seed, but pretty little bit of white. Food plot September 12th, 2018. Fugue corn. And that white blossom you see down there is buckwheat. So buckwheat, the soybeans, all grown in there. Honeybees loving the corn tassels. Shots down the cornfield rows. It's spotty in spots, but I've got corn. The deer do not touch this until the heads become mature, and as soon as they do, they eat it. This is a field of buckwheat, rapid maturing. You can hear the bees maybe buzzing. The honeybee here. Food plot, September 21st, 2018. Corn. The patchy cornfield going down to the buckwheat on a breezy day. Corn is just getting decimated by deer, raccoon, something. Great mix of oats, crimson red clover, some millet that's drifted down, the millet getting ripe up there. September 21st, 2018. my combination field, which was originally soybeans, Round-Up-Ready, and then later planted with buckwheat to help protect the crop. And that did great. And now I have cereal rye, a winter rye, along with some rape planted. Looks great. I've planted did alternating mowing strips. Let some of the clover grow up with the orchard grass, along with hopefully getting some fresh clover there as it gets colder here. Season starts in 2 days. My corn that's very weak. I had 2 little sections. The bottom section's terrible. It's been just decimated by deer, raccoons, who knows what. But this crop looks great. You can see the soybeans are protected down in here. They're making some pods. This is going to be a dynamite field, hopefully even to first part of rifle. I am an absolutely huge fan of annual clover after this year. Love the job this clover's doing. You can see the deer bed laying right there. I don't know if you can see it for whatever reason. It just doesn't show up to the mind's eye. Right there, plain as day, a deer bed. See the depression there. But just great, great clover. The snow's melting. We got 7 inches predicted for tomorrow. This will switch over to ice and snow about 6 p.m. tonight.